It's Tekashi 6 9 versus Desiigner. One's a human rainbow with face tattoos, the other's best known for a song about an animal that's completely black and white. Love me some panda. As of late, Skittles has been talking a lot about how he runs NYC. Desiigner may brag about his Atlanta broads, but he's still New Yorker enough to resent 6 9's claims to the throne.
Niggas in New York jacking their king in New York. Stop jacking. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up, nigga.
Of course, there's nothing new about rappers claiming to be the king of New York. After the tragic passing of Biggie Smalls, Jay-Z and Nas feuded over the title. Now that beef would eventually end when Jay-Z signed Nas to his label, but not before the Illmatic artist cut pretty deep with his song Ether.
You a fan, a phony, a fake, a pussy, a stan, I still whip your ass, you 36 in a karate class.
After their feud ended, 50 Cent called himself king. Even Fat Joe, Kool Keith, Mobb Deep, and the Papoose have made less than convincing claims to the crown. But that is nothing compared to Kendrick Lamar, who somehow claimed to be king of New York despite being from Compton. By the way, the king of Compton is Dr. Dre. Long may he reign.
Still puffin' my leaf, still with the beats, still not loving police.
In this video, I will sort out who the reigning king of New York truly is and pit Tekashi and Desiigner against one another in a merciless 3-round head-to-head death match to determine who's got the better claim to the throne. Let me know who you think is the king of New York in the comments section down below. My name's Rebecca Felgate, filling in for Michael McCrudden. This is Versus. And yes, little redhead British girls can listen to rap too. Let's have this.
Round 1, fight!
So first off, if we're gonna find a king here, let's talk about the friends of both artists. Because if history has taught me anything, it's that a king is nothing without his knights. King Arthur had Lancelot, Charles VII had Joan of Arc, and the Mad King had Sir Arthur Dane. In terms of backup, Tekashi is beginning to bring the heat. Scroll through his Instagram and you might spot this photo of him with a boogie with a hoodie. Now this is because they worked together on the song Kiki, or is it Keke? Who knows? Also, check out who else got on the track.
We be bustin' at the ops on the regular, nigga, we be ducking from the cops on the regular.
Tekashi also spent time in the studio with Swizz Beatz and collaborated a bunch of times with one of the hottest SoundCloud rappers on the platform, Trippie Redd. Although there has been some tension between the two of late, so let's check in with Trippie and see if he's still got Tekashi's back.
I'm sorry, brother. 1400 don't promote pedophiles.
Noted. Well, let's see if Desiigner fares much better. Check out his Instagram and you'll see that he's been chilling with Steve Aoki, Jaden Smith, and this feline friend. He's worked with the likes of Gucci Mane, Tyga, Pusha T, Ty Dolla $ign, Wiz Khalifa, Quavo, Meek Mill, Travis Scott, Yo Gotti, 2 Chainz, and Big Sean. Plus, he's signed to Kanye West's Good Music, and everyone knows that Kanye comes hard. Ew. He's a living hip-hop legend, loved by millions, and most especially loved by himself. Kanye.
I am Shakespeare in the flesh. Walt Disney, Nike, Google.
There's no question that Desiigner has got this one in the bag.
Round 2, fight!
Of course, you need more than knights to become the monarch of a great city. A king is nothing without loyal subjects throughout the kingdom. But who do the people want to crown? Well, the best way to figure that out is to check out their social media stats. Because, you know, that's how they chose the sovereign in medieval Europe. Yeah. In terms of social media, Tekashi's got no official YouTube channel, no Twitter account, and he's recently only just got onto SoundCloud. So to compare the two head to head, let's turn to ye olde Instagram. My favorite. On that platform, Tekashi is crushing it with a massive following of 1.5 million. But that does come up a bit short when you compare it to Desiigner's even more impressive following of 1.7 million. So that would be that for this round and also this versus, except we shouldn't be too rash. The reigns of kings can be extremely long. Louis XIV, aka the Sun King, ruled France for 72 years and 110 days.
What the fuck are you talking about?
So before we go ahead and crown Desiigner, let's make sure his social media dominance will likely continue long into the future. According to Social Blade, Desiigner's Instagram page adds an average of 29,000 new followers every month. In 5 years' time, he's projected to have garnered a massive following of 3.1 million. Impressive. When it comes to Tekashi, his growth rate is actually much faster. He's gaining about 580,000 followers per month. While Desiigner's 5-year projection of 3.1 million seems impressive, it pales in comparison to what Social Blade predicts for Tekashi's future. He's expected to reach over 5 million followers in just 3 months, and if his growth continues at the same rate, in 5 years he will have 29.4 million followers. What?
Say what?
Now I feel like he's probably unlikely to live up to that crazy projection, but if he gets even a quarter of that following, he'll still be outmatching Desiigner by a whole lot. So this round has to go to the Rainbow King.
Round 3, fight!
For centuries, the legacy of kings were passed down through the generations in the form of songs. So for this round, let's talk about the music. After all, I feel like so far we've taken this whole king thing just kind of way too seriously.
No shit, Sherlock.
Apparently the King of New York title is meant to identify who the best rapper in the city is, and not who will rule with the absolute authority until his death, upon which that power is passed down to his firstborn son.
The king needs a queen.
Yes, but why? To further the family line.
Anyway, the legacies of these two potential kings will be not in the music written about them, but the music they themselves put out. While both artists have charted Billboard and racked up massive views on YouTube, the success of their biggest songs are in no way equal. 6 9's biggest hit, Gummo, peaked at number 5 on the Billboard R&B hip hop chart and at number 12 on the Hot 100. Desiigner's biggest song, Panda, of course did much better, hitting number 1 on both of those charts. Everyone loved it. I loved it. You loved it. We loved it.
I got broads in Atlanta, just to lean the family.
Of course, Desiigner's detractors have called him a one-hit wonder, and to a certain extent, that is true. His songs Champions and Timmy Turner may have also charted, but they peaked at number 71 and 34 on the Hot 100. Now that's better than I Can Do, sure, but not quite living up to the expectations created by his debut single. Tekashi, on the other hand, has topped himself numerous times with several tracks ranging in the millions for YouTube views. So who's really better? The guy with lots of pretty successful songs, or the guy with one really massive hit? To figure that out, let's take a closer look at their YouTube stats. I mean, just how massive a hit was Panda? Well, the music video for Panda has clocked in at about 262 million views on Desiigner's Vivo channel. On top of that, the official audio was dropped twice, first on the Desiigner LOD channel in December 2015, where it got 408 million views, and then of course on Vivo in March of 2016, where it's received 354 million views. Altogether, that song has generated over 1 billion views, specifically 1 billion and 24 million, and some change.
2 + 2 is 4, -1, that's 3, quick maths.
6 9's Gummo only clocked in about 75 million views, which falls quite short, but he's got a whole bunch of hits. His collab with Trippie Redd, Poles, brought in another 43 million, bringing him up to a total of 118 mil. Kuda brought in another 42 mil on Worldstar, bringing the total to an even 160 million. So that is 7 million for Housing Station, 2 million for Scum Life, and another 2 million for Yokai. That brings him to 171 million. Still absolutely nowhere close to Panda. Well, he also did get another 180k on Coda when he dropped it on the Fuck Them channel, and 491k for Exodia on the same channel. So let's just round that up to another million. So what are we at? 172? Yeah.
That's not good enough.
I'm not even actually sure if this is even an authorized release, but a channel called Cope Number 24 re-uploaded Gummo, garnering another 7 million, so let's call it 179. Plus, also, Mike got a little over 3 million for the Tekashi before they were famous, so let's just give him that too. He needs it.
What I look like, a charity case? I took it and threw it on the ground.
Alright, Alright, so his grand total with all of those videos still only adds up to around 182 million views. Not only does that fail to measure up to the billion views Desiigner got from one song, it's actually fewer views than each of the 3 Panda videos. Awkward.
What it is, best out Brooklyn, you already know how we do it. Hey, hey.
So call him a one-hit wonder all you like, that one hit was almost certainly bigger than Tekashi's whole catalogue. So this round, and the verses, goes to Desiigner. So congrats to Desiigner, he is absolutely taking the win in this round of verses. But not so fast, that doesn't actually mean he's the king of New York. Aside from being the birthplace of hip-hop, NYC is home to a huge number of hip-hop's finest. Just to remind you, here's an incomplete list of some of the biggest artists to come out of the city. A Boogie with a Hoodie, ASAP Mob, Beastie Boys, Big L, Big Pun, Bobby Shmurda, Cardi B, Dave East, DMX, 50 Cent, Foxy Brown, Grandmaster Flash, Immortal Technique, Jay-Z, KRS-One, Lil Kim, Lil Peep, Mos Def, Nas, Nicki Minaj, Notorious B.I.G., P. Diddy, Rich the Kid, Slick Rick, Talib Kweli, the Wu-Tang Clan, and Tupac Shakur. I really like Desiigner, but it's hard to say that he's the king of New York when New York's home to so many talented rappers. The truth is, while he may have laid claim to the crown, only one man has convincingly asserted himself as the one true king. Biggie Smalls is the king of New York, now and forever. So congratulations to Notorious B.I.G., you are the real winner of this video.
Throw your hands in the air if you's a true player.
So let me know if you agree with my decision in the comments section down below. Also do check out these other videos popping on the screen. I picked them out just for you. I'm Rebecca Felgate, you guys can follow me on Instagram, but do make sure you wish the fact god a happy health coming, if that's a thing. Creepy! Bye!